What is going on, guys? Vinvin520 here, coming at you again with another Gears of War Judgment commentary. This time on the map Boneyard. This is another free-for-all game, and this map pretty much just reminds me of Mausoleum from Gears of War 1. I actually think it's just a rehash. I mean, with some newer additions to the map, it pretty much just looks like the same exact thing. And I've only played this map about 2 or 3 times because, like I said in another commentary, the developers of this game did not come out with a lot of maps. We all know that. And I feel like they're ashamed to just have DLC playlists with only the DLC maps, because there's about only 3 maps as of right now. And I think there's another map coming out next month or something like that. I had a commentary with Chrome Evolved where we talked about this. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about today was gaming in general, and why are gamers so jaded nowadays? So I have explained in another commentary that I love many different types of games, and I'm always willing to broaden my horizons as far as gaming goes. You know, I've been gaming since I was about 6 years old, and I started out saying, you know, that I played on the demo discs and things like that. And it's just always fascinating to me that people nowadays are they get so fixated on playing only one series, or, you know, they are only into one specific type of game. I mean, everybody's different, don't get me wrong, but it's just, it fascinates me that people can't broaden their horizons ever. You know, it goes back, like me and my father. My father plays games. He's an old guy, but he likes to play games. But he really is only interested in Call of Duty or, you know, World War II type games. And he always talks to me all the time. You know, he says, Vincent, I want to play something different. I'm bored with the games that I have. And I'm like, well, get into Gears of War. I mean, get into something else. I try to tell him constantly, get into something different. There's always something that's fun out there. And it's sometimes it's not what you expected. I mean, you know, I feel like nowadays with the rapid growth of Call of Duty and even this game, Gears of War, many people are afraid to try new series. And I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong for thinking that. I mean, you got to be skeptical sometimes when you go out and want to get a game. But sometimes you just gotta, you know, suck it up, just buy a game and have fun with what you bought. I mean, that's what kids did back in the 1980s. They had to play their game. If the game sucked, well, they had that game. You know, it was a bad experience. And now, you know, with the internet, people are able to view these games and they're able to see, you know, what exactly the game is all about. And I think it's a good thing, but then it's a bad thing, because, you know, it allows you to not waste your money. But then at the same time, you see a game, it's like, oh yeah, no, I don't like this one thing about it, I'm not going to get it, even though there might be a million other things you do like about it. And so people just, they don't broaden their horizons. You know, there's many games that I never expected to play that were like such good games. Like Geometry Wars now is something that I was always into that game, but when I first saw it, I was like, you know, what the fuck is this? This is just like stupid. But you gotta give everything a chance, and that's one thing I don't think people, you know, understand. And game developers, whether or not the game is bad or not, they do put a lot of work into these games. And so that's why, like, when there's people that only care for like the multiplayer of a game and they don't ever want to play the single player, like that doesn't matter to them, you know, that's stupid. You bought a game, you paid $60 for everything that's on the disc. So I don't understand why you would say that, you know, the multiplayer, I mean the single player aspects of the game aren't important. I mean, that's what makes games invigorating, is their storylines. You know, that's what gets you into playing the multiplayer. You want to play the story and experience it. And then for me, multiplayer is always like, not always like this, but I always like to think of the multiplayer as like the behind the scenes of the campaign. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in this case. This is a free-for-all game, so not necessarily. But when I first started getting into multiplayer games, that's what I always liked to think of the battles as. You know, just an extension of the campaign. And it's just my own little bit of creativity, I guess. It's stupid, but it's whatever. Either way, this commentary is coming to a close now. I think it's almost done. I just got to get 2 more kills. I think I actually struggled to get the 2 kills in this game. this was like a weird day of gaming for me, because I got like these really good clips, but then like overall it was just a bad day for me to game. And look at this guy. I was like hesitating to kill him because he wasn't even trying to fight me. So, but then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I want to win. And either way, this commentary has come to an end, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. Peace out. Okay, I'm not completely done with everything I have to say about this commentary, guys, so I'm going to do a follow-up of that on Wednesday. So I will see you there, and check out my other videos, and peace. Have a nice day.